Hi everyone, Edison Vasquez at Combre. Hope everyone is doing well. What is a right of first refusal, or ROFR? Negotiating a lease agreement or a purchase contract is not an easy task and requires attention to detail and having the right team. One term we often see in negotiation is the right of first refusal, or ROFR. This applies for both leasing and sales. Here we explain what it is and how it applies to each situation. First, what is a right of first refusal? It is defined as a contractual right to enter into a business transaction, in this case a lease or a purchase, with a person or company before anyone else can. If the party with the right declines to enter into a transaction, the obligor is free to entertain other offers. So how this applies to leasing and sales? The right of first refusal on leasing. For leasing, the right of first refusal is a negotiated right of a tenant and a commercial lease to match any other offers received by the landlord to lease the space. In this case, if the tenant is occupying the space and there's a space available next to this current space occupied, and other tenants are offering leases on that space, the landlord has the obligation to give those terms that they have negotiated to the tenant before anyone else. In this case, the tenant occupying has the right of first refusal on any other pending offers in the space. So it's an advantage for tenants to have control of space that are adjacent or they want to expand or have a need to have in the future. In the terms of purchasing, the right of first refusal is a provision in the lease agreement or any other agreement that gives the potential interested party the right to buy a property before the seller accepts other offers. In this case of purchase, if the tenant or other party has a right of first refusal, the seller has the obligation to bring the negotiated purchase contract or negotiated agreement up to the tenant or the party who has the right of first refusal, and give them the opportunity to match that contract or those terms. So in this case, the holder of the right of first refusal has the option to match or take the offer that has been negotiated in the space. So in this case, if what we see in a lot of cases is the tenant has the right of first refusal if the landlord decides to sell the property. So if the landlord decides to sell the property and he solicits offers and he gets offers, the landlord has the obligation to take those offers or the accepted offer, the agreed offer, to the tenant and give them the opportunity to match the terms that have been negotiated before accepting any other offers. So that's the right of first refusal on the sales. Of course, no two right of first refusal are identical since every property is different, every transaction is different. There are advantages and disadvantages and vary by scenario, so there's no standards. Ultimately, you and your attorney can decide what is the best scenario for you. Hope this helps. These are some simple tips. We can go more detail if you give us a call or send us an email. Our team specializes on leasing and sales of warehouse space, and we'll be happy to help you with any requirement. You can contact us, our office, with any questions at 786-433-2380. Visit our website, warehousesmarket.com, for more information and the latest listings. Thanks for watching. Take care. Be safe.